Listen, man, I'm gonna be honest with you, man. You kind of, I'm looking over there at you because I heard about the Tommy G situation about him hood vlogging. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, but then that's a white guy, right?
Yeah.
Like, and this is this after y'all leave No Jumper?
12 seconds, that's usually how long it lasts anyway, so.
Remember back then they ain't give a fuck about me, but now they all do cause they know who I am. I used to hit the block like every day, I would go by a Q and bust it down the grams. I got some niggas that switch off of trapping and rich off of robbing and...
Yeah, I seen this. Tommy did it in a, like a crack house, and they had a weight bench.
Yes.
And he started doing bench press.
Put the 45 on there.
You gotta get your workouts in where you can, you know?
I figured I'd make this video a little bit more aesthetic.
Be the big dog. Everybody feel like they ain't gotta listen. So to them, but we ain't gonna see it, but it will be a change though, for sure.
Like over the long term, the impact on the community, positive, negative, or a little bit of both? Like where do you see all this going? If one guy gets a guy from another crew, well then they're gonna get back, and then they're gonna get back, and then it never ends in sight. What do you think about that?
Motherfuckers need to get some money and they won't be out here killing. Don't need the broke niggas out here killing, man. Get some money, man. You won't even think about that. You gonna wanna live life.
So basically, if more economic opportunities, people wouldn't even mess around with that stuff.
Yeah, like if motherfuckers getting money, ain't nobody thinking about going to go hurt somebody knowing that they got a lot of money out here. They trying to live and blow that money.
We had to add the lights getting a little dark out here, and also getting dark out here. What does that mean for us here?
It's almost time to go, because it is dangerous, man. You feel me? Like I said, we in the trenches. We in the gutter. Like it goes down. There's shootings around here. I don't even supposed to be right here. I'm a liability man right here, but it goes down. So I just basically want to get us out of here before anything.
Are we worried about other crews? Are we worried about other police?
Yes.
Not police.
Both, yeah.
So one thing that's been a big thing that I've been following each neighborhood I go is seeing how young kids are exposed to violence. Tell me about in your own life. How young were you when you saw your first violent encounter?
My friend Terry, rest in peace, Terry. I was like 13.
Nah, I was still there.
He was still there. Okay, cool. I'm just trying to make sure you don't want no problems. You know what I'm saying? So what was that? Yeah, that's right. What was the deal with that?
How can I put it in perspective? Basically, like, we already had an agreement. So I'm telling him I don't promote gangs. I'm not promoting that. So when we got over there, he asking all these crazy questions that could get people indicted.
Wow.
So I'm steady like, hey, that's out. That's out. So then when it all was said and done and over with, now you go title it, hanging in the hood. That's like, come on, bro, I don't do that. I don't promote that. I don't support that, bro.
That's hard.
Like, you trying to get me in jail and put a gang injunction on me or something? Like, then I had my manager hit him up, tell him, take it down. It's untitled. He didn't want to listen.
I've never heard, as long as I know Duno, I've never heard Duno call me the way that he called me. You feel me? He wasn't crying, but he was bro, he was really worried.
Yeah,
he was like, bro,
that's some real shit.
He's like, bro, my people are mad at me. They're saying this. They saying No Jumper is trying to do this, and we twisting up this and all that. He like, AD, woo.
That's some shit not to play around.
That's some shit not to play with. So I'm like, Duno, I'm like, all right, cool, right? So then I hit up Adam. Duno hits up Adam. Swear to God. Duno hits up Adam. He says, Adam, I ain't never asked you to ever take down anything. You feel me? He was like, it's getting too political right now. You feel me? Can you please take the post down?
I've never asked Adam to not do something ever. Yeah. And the one time I did, it just so happens to fall through the cracks and whatever it is, we were.
Adam said, no, he'd rather die than take the post down.
Fuck.
That's what Adam said.
You said that?
You know what God got me. I ain't worried about it, but that ain't the message that I want to put out.
Yeah, and I get it, man, because you got to understand, man, because you got a whole brand now. People don't really look at this the way that they ought to a lot of time because it come to them so fast and they never had to. There's no class for this. There's nothing to tell you how to do this. Right. You just end up in a situation where you have to learn this as you go. So when you get in those situations, you start to be like, hey, man, this ain't right. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You know when somebody trying to pull a fast one on you. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely commend you for even recognizing that and for you to say that and to be a young man like you is, that show where y'all at, man. That's hard, bro. Like I said, man, that's the hardest thing when you, like I said earlier, being you know, what's dope for me, what's gangster for me is taking care of your family. And I'm just with that. Like, I'm with that because at the end of the day, a lot of our brothers and a lot of our sisters have been misled and misguided and separated and divided. Facts. So we got to find a way to bring that back together. I think that happens.
Today we get to sit down with one of the most controversial figures in hip hop, Adam 22, a man who is one of the biggest hip hop platforms in the world, and also a man that has been under a lot of public scrutiny as of late. We get to dive deep into his life explore what it's like being him. Adam. Known to be known is not really a cool thing. And I think also privacy is a luxury. And so as I was doing some research on what you've been up to lately, I noticed that some of the things that have been happening on your channel, there's some drama going on. How do you walk the line between having stuff that people want to see, but also maintaining good relationships, also having certain aspects of your life private? Like, what have you learned navigating the content world? Because it's kind of a tightrope sometimes, right?
Yeah. I mean, the weird thing with No Jumper recently is that it hasn't been like, you know, a lot of times we'll have like a guest come in and there'll be some drama related to that, and that's one thing. If you have like 3 people on camera, you're probably going to be able to like not get into any significant amount of drama. But as soon as you get like 10, 15, I mean, shit just starts happening. Like there's just personalities that just don't work together and these little disrespects that happen. And it's kind of like fascinating for the audience, but then it's also exhausting for us and feels like in some way it kind of like stops us from maybe making content that would be like a better use of the platform at times, you know?
Okay, so I'm going to totally skip over all the connections that Adam GRANDMAISON has to politics, like his dad basically single-handedly being responsible for Bill Clinton winning the presidency, and then Bill Clinton pardoning Adam GRANDMAISON's criminal daddy and letting him get out of jail early and stuff like that. I'm going to leave all that out. I'm just leaving that out. I'm not going to mention that because Lima did use that channel to run PR for herself and against me, but it only helped me because she then admitted to having all kinds of thoughts and ideations that she demonizes people for, but for some reason she's allowed to do it. She also lied about me, which is great for my lawsuit and just great for making me look better because I don't have to lie about her and she's lying about me. So sort that out. But I'm not even going to mention Adam GRANDMAISON. I'm not even going there. I'm not even going there with the GRANDMAISONs of it all. Now, what I have done is taken quite a bit of fragmented information that is all available to the public and put it all together in a way that starts to make me wonder what it really is about Lima and all of these governmental connections. I have reported Lima, like I've told y'all before, to the FTC, to the FBI. I think I reported her to an attorney general. I reported the medical device, all of it. And I haven't heard a damn word back about any of it. What I will say is it's very interesting how connected Lima is to local governments, state governments, international governments, etc. I would like to find any other pictures from inside this exact room in order to try and triangulate where this is, just to kind of confirm whether my suspicions are true that this is all being held in government facilities, but I digress. Now, in that same exact month, this video of Amanda was posted in the same exact room.
Oh my God! What the? Oh! Oh my God!
Amanda.
Again, look at where they are. Now, people are laughing at her and making fun of her and every other thing else, but it just makes me wonder why. Why is Aura set up here? Why isn't Aura set up in an office or a clinic or something like that? Or maybe it is the doctor's office that just has fighter jets on the wall. Who knows? All right. So that same exact year, 2 days after Amanda died, Lima showed up at the LA County Commission on Alcohol and Drugs to present about Aura and to present about her sisters and all of that. Now, I will show y'all here the file of what that was. I have not been able to get any video or any recordings of it. I don't know what she talked about there, but there is evidence that she did come and she did make a presentation. 2 days after Amanda died, she was back in LA making presentations about Aura to the LA County Commission on Alcohol and Drugs. Now, one person there was the sheriff, Baca, who eventually did end up getting in his own scandals of his own, but he was there.
Somebody get a picture with Obama, so it was like he was politically tied and getting people in that don't need to be in.
FBI informant. Wow.
At work.
So why they mad at him now, though?
He was clocking in 20 years. He was coughing NASA.
Yeah. Wait,
I mean,
you
but
got
no,
20 M's and the 5 bills?
I mean, but no, at this point, it's just like,
I used to fuck with Cub.
I know everybody like, damn, I did some shit.